Today, I just want to take a moment and give a tribute as I look around at memories. It's my church, the Pure in Heart Baptist Church I was raised up in, and I bought the house next door to it, where me and my family, my wife and kids, children, were raised up at it. We live now, a car. This tribute is to my late cousin, Michael Anderson, who died way too young. Mike was killed at the age of 23, and I was only 19 at the time. And if you're talking about a hero, an idol, a person that I looked up to, it was truly Mike Anderson. I'm on Goethe. Used to be Bateau's store right in this place here. It's Blakely's house, and there's no houses, whatever, at all. And I'm going through the field now, heading to Treadway. And I look back, and I just want to say there's no person, cousin, or friend that I had along the way that I felt about like I did Michael Anderson. When I used to go see him play with the Bustle Bulldogs, man, he was just so smooth. Even when he missed a shot, it was smooth. I remember Tico Jones was a starter. Alvin Ward was coming off the bench then, who went on to do great things at King and Grand Valley State and the school board, working big time in the school board. Ronald Wilson played on that team coming off the bench, but Mike was just smooth. He had that deep voice, and every day he came by to see me. Now what I'm going through here now is this trees were planted the back of the Lovejoy's house. We played ball at across the street over here where Leroy O'Neal lived, the Johnson family, Bay, Junior, and Teeny. And back we had basketball back there in the alley back there sometimes. Alvin Ward made a statement to me one time. Michael died at a young age, that Michael was the greatest recreation basketball player that he had ever seen. And what he meant by that was, you went to gyms all around Detroit, and played basketball after school, not on the teams or whatever, but he was like, Michael was the greatest that he had ever seen play. When you go to these recreational gyms, he was just smooth like that. And as I'm walking down Treadway now, there's the Bass's house. The only person was close to Mike like that with me back then was Robert Bass. All of you that know me knew about the relationship I had with Robert Bass. His nephew now is number 9 Grant Perry that plays for Michigan Wolverines, wide receiver, slot receiver rather. That's Garland Bass' grandson. So when you watch Michigan, check that out. It all surfaced from over here on Treadway Street. This is the house I grew up in. My mom, Rosa Hill Anderson, lives right now. Here's the Cheeks house, Mr. Earl's house, the Allison's house, old Mama Green's house. Sad to show you that. Sledge house, sad to show you that. Miss Brown's house, still standing, still looking good. And then nothing. With Michael, he took me to the King games when I was going to Butts. So he took me to many gyms that I would go. Well, actually go and meet him there to watch him play. When I would hear Michael would be playing, he came by, and if my mom and dad had an argument, I called Mike, he showed up. Anybody thought about bothering me, I called Mike, and it was clear. All people had to know is that I was Mike Anderson's cousin, little cousin. But most of the people thought I was Mike's little brother. He spent more time with me than he did his own brothers and sisters. My mom knows that. Rob Anderson, his brother who passed, knew that. Sister Sophie knew that. So anybody that claimed to know otherwise, it don't even matter. God knows. So evidently Michael thought something special about me to want to be. He even lived with us for a period of time. So did his brother, older brother Clyde. They all, the older ones, lived in the same house with us when I was a kid for years. So those that claim to be younger Andersons or think they know something, you don't know anything about the real history of Ray Anthony Anderson, co-chief, and the story behind that. And my cousins, my first cousins. I got family in Woodbine, Georgia, St. Petersburg, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, Palatka. My cousin is even the mayor there. Whitney Houston is our cousin. Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind, and Fire is our cousin. We have a rich heritage of people in our family. And we need to get it together. My family in New York, Chicago, Tallahassee. Still got cousins that are my age, around close to my age in Chicago. Cousins in New York, the ones that I was around have passed on now. So that was my little niche. And when they came to visit, I was so happy. So happy. This is my land that I'm on now, next to my house that I purchased. But I just want to say, I miss Mike. He loved me for me. He took care of me. He cared about me. He made sure that no harm came to me. If I called Michael, or Michael found out somebody bothered me, man, it seemed like the whole Michael would show up in Baldwin, Townsend, Seaburns, Field Street, Van Dyke, Maxwell, Parker, all through the neighborhood, came along with Michael to see what was going on. Man, I would throw my head up, stick my chest out, and man, I didn't have to worry about that no more. Even with my first few days a week at King. There was an incident with a boy, and he called the football team, and they came. I was walking with Mike Shaw, Ronnie Shaw's brother, and once they found out I was Mike Anderson's little brother, cousin, they said, "Man, what did you bring us down here for?" Like I said, the memories, the love, the nature. I have nature. And God, only thing I have left is Michael always be in my heart. I still dream about him to this day. But I want to let you know that there was a guy like that loved me to death. Knew me for me, know my heart. And I still have the same heart, same spirit. I just wanted to protect you kids. My kids, I want to say that little special moment before I close this recording. Say those of you that have any malice, any bad spot for me in your heart, it's only because I traveled this road, these streets, and I know and seen the things that are there. And you were mine, and I didn't want anything to happen to you. And to my family, or so-called family and people that are out there now, get the story straight. Because I am a true Anderson. I am an original Anderson. And there's so much that you don't know and I had my own clique, my own crew. I took care of my own. I took care of my own, and I could handle my own. Peace.